Hello and welcome to my channel all about accountancy, where we convert your accounting problems into solutions. I am your host Professor Tanmaypvttutor and welcome to my series Source Documents. Source Documents is a series in which I explain you the meaning and purpose of source documents maintained by business organizations. I will also teach you how to draw some of these source documents. In my last video I talked about debit note. Today I am going to talk about credit note. A credit note is exactly the opposite of a debit note. As a debit note is issued in order to inform someone that your account has been debited, similarly a credit note is prepared in order to inform someone that your account has been credited in my books. Just like a debit note, a credit note is also like a letter. A credit note is prepared in case of sales return. If I have sold goods to someone and that person wants to return the goods to me, then I will prepare a credit note for him. So for instance, I have sold goods to Mr. Paul and Mr. Paul wants to return those goods to me. Mr. Paul will contact me that I am returning your goods. By the time the goods are coming over here, I will create a credit note and I will give it to the person who is bringing the goods to me. And that person will send the credit note to Mr. Paul. This is not the case for debit note. In case of debit note, I was returning the goods. So with the goods, I have to issue the debit note. And when the supplier will receive my goods, that supplier will send a credit note afterwards. So always remember, a debit note is prepared first because the person who is returning the goods will prepare it. And obviously the person who is returning the goods will know this incident first, and the person who is going to receive the goods will know the incident second. In short, the customer has to prepare the note first and then the supplier will prepare the note. Hence, a credit note acts as a proof for sales return. Now the same question arises, why to issue a credit note? For which you will have to understand its journal entry. So according to our example, Mr. Paul wants to return the goods to us. So here there are two important aspects, that is Mr. Paul and goods. Now the goods are coming in, so I will debit the goods account and I will credit Mr. Paul's account because Mr. Paul is the giver. See, I am crediting Mr. Paul's account, hence I will issue a credit note. Simple. Now the goods are returned by Mr. Paul, which means that I had sold these goods to Mr. Paul in the past. So this is sales return. Because as you know, goods account does not appear in the books. Now that the logic of credit note is clear, let us move on to drawing the credit note. So let us see how to draw a credit note. In order to draw a credit note, the first step is always to draw the three lines of a source document. So I will draw the left line, the right line and the top line. Then my next step is to write the name of the organization. So let us assume XYZ Limited, Mumbai. Now I am creating a credit note. So I have to write credit note over here in bold and underline. Then my next step is to write the credit note number over here and the date over here. Then as I told you, credit note is a letter. Hence I am going to write to Mr. Paul. Let us assume Kolkata. Now we have to write a sentence. Dear Sir / Madam, I am pleased in advising you that your account has been credited in our books with rupees, let us take 500 only, and I'll write in bracket rupees 500 in figures. Kindly confirm that is in order. You could also write kindly confirm the following details or whatever, and then we have to give the details below this. So let us make a small box. Let us assume that 10 packets have been replaced. So 10 packets at the rate rupees 50 each, it will be 500 rupees 500. And then checked by, prepared by, authorized by, and I will close it. Checked by, prepared by, authorized by. And that is how you create a credit note. Now I admit that my place was not sufficient over here. That is because my board is small or my handwriting is big, however you want to frame it. But you can take as much space as you want on your piece of paper. So this is how you draw a credit note. You have to write the name of the organization. You have to mention what document are you preparing, the number of the document, the date. Then as it is a letter, I will start with to the name of the receiver or the person whose account has been credited. Dear sir or madam, I am pleased in advising you that your account has been credited in our books with rupees whatever your amount is, in words as well as in figures. Again, you can interchange this. That is, you can write the figures outside the brackets and the words in the bracket. That is up to you. Kindly confirm that is in order, or you could rephrase it as kindly confirm the following details or something like that. It should make some sense. Then you have to draw a small table in order to show the details. If in your examination no details are given, you can completely skip this step. And after that, checked by, prepared by, authorized by. Again over here, the order is not fixed. Any signatory could come first and any signatory could come last. With that, I come to the end of credit note. I hope you have liked today's video. If you have, then please like and share my video, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a new video. I upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. If you have any queries or suggestions, you can use the comment box down below. Before ending this video, I would like to remind you about the HSC Crash course, which starts from 5th January 2019. If you wish to enroll for it, or if you have any inquiries, you could contact me through social media or email. My email ID and my social media links are given in the description box down below. See you and take care.